The Canon R6 Mark II, which is going to be announced in just a few weeks, has now been confirmed on price and also a firmware upgrade for only $100, which is going to give you Aw, I do have a heart. Hi, I'm Jared Hoyman with VisibleTour.com, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel. In this channel, we talk about camera gear, video, editing, drones, and in this case, updates. Updates in the camera world and things that are going to be coming out, just like the Canon R6 Mark II, which is imminent in its release and its announcement, which is going to be shortly. So there has been little bit leaks over the last few months, and over the last 2 weeks, it's been compounding. And just recently, Canon Rumors has disclosed that there are now a price and a firmware option upgrade. So let's get right to the price. What is going to be the price of the Canon R6 Mark II? Well, it's going to be exactly the same price as the R6 was, which was $2,500. So that actually is a little bit surprising for me because I thought with everything that it's rumored to have, they might have upped the price a little bit because it is kind of coming in to the realm of the R3 in many aspects. So the $2,500 is amazing. Now I'm just going to skip right to the punch and tell you what that firmware update is. Now the firmware update is going to be a stop motion update, which a lot of cameras already have. I used to have the GH5 5 years ago, and that offered stop motion. So did the G85, the G7, I believe might have. I'm not 100% sure on that one, so don't quote me. But Lumix has offered stop motion for many years. I'm not sure about Sony. I do believe they do, but not 100%. So it's not something new. But for $100, you can add stop motion. What's going to sell me on the stop motion and paying that extra $100 is going to be if it's more like the Lumix, where they automatically create the video inside and you don't have to do any kind of real post-production. So CanonRumors.com is disclosing that it's going to be $24.99, and if you wanted to update the firmware later on, it would be then another $100, or you can buy it for $25.99 with it already activated. It's going to be pretty simple to activate it if you don't buy it activated because Lumix with the GH5 series made it easy. So has Atomos Ninja with their Ninja V. That worked out really well when I did that update to the H.265 codec, and I'm pretty sure that Canon will make it easy for that update later if you don't want to fork out that $100. But it's $100. If you're spending $25, what's another $100? I would just do it. The specs are as followed on here, and a lot hasn't changed, but the megapixels have. So instead of 20 megapixels, we're going to be 24 megapixels. Dual pixel raw burst, dual pixel CMOS autofocus, in-body stabilization, a digital teleconverter. Honestly, I'm not sure. I think the R7 already has that. Do I use it? Would I use it? No. But if you're in bird photography, animal photography, maybe you would, and that would be something you'd be interested in. 4K 30 and 24, there is no crop. 4K 60, there is a crop, but it's probably going to be the same as what it is right now with the R6, which is a 1.1. You can barely tell there's a crop. It punches in just a tiny little bit. Canon Log 3, we're already aware of that. Cloud raw processing, and I think that the R7 offers that, and RFS lenses. So obviously if it's an RFS lens, the same as the R6, it's going to crop into that 1.6 automatically for you. And SDHC dual card slot. No surprise there. So really there isn't going to be a lot of changes, except there is going to be a stacked sensor. And in the last video that I made, I did make the mistake and say that the stacked sensor is going to help in low light, which I was wrong. I misspoke on that. What I should have said is the stacked sensor is going to help with rolling shutter, which in video world is going to be amazing. And in photography world, if you're doing fast motion, you're not going to get that rolling shutter look, which is going to be amazing as well. So other than that, we've got a little bit more megapixels, a stacked sensor, hopefully no overheating, and it sounds like there's going to be unlimited recording, which is great for what I do in architectural photography and video, and I don't like the overheating. It does happen, and that is actually why I bought the R7, because it never overheats on me. So getting the R6 for $2,500 or $2,600 would be a viable option for me as a professional full-time photographer who actually makes a living doing this. Now, if you are a hobbyist, should you get it? Maybe not. The R6 is now going to really go down in price, at least $500 in my book. I think it's going to go to $2,000 at least, since this is going to be at $25. And so if you are doing this as a hobbyist and you don't even have an R6, you might want to just wait a little bit, wait for that R6 price to go down and buy it. And maybe just buy mine because I'm going to sell it. And the reason for me for getting the R6 Mark II is because, well, it's my full-time job. I make money doing it. But as a hobbyist, I probably cannot recommend to upgrade the R6 to the R6 Mark II unless it financially makes sense for you and you can afford it. For me, it pays for itself. And for any professional, it should pay for itself as well. And in some cases, the R6 Mark II might not even be the best camera for you. You might need more megapixels. For me, I don't, so the R5 would still be a better option for you. So this is a quick video. It didn't take too long. If you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel for more information on the cameras that are going to be released. And if you haven't already, please like this video. Till next time, I am Jared with VisibleTour.com, and I'll see you in the next video.